Welcome to Science Corner Tutorials. We'll be looking at science concepts in depth. Get ready. Let's get started. Joining us today, I've just decided to take you a bit back to just do a bit of revision on solving equations. So, as I've already alluded to in previous videos, it's very important for us to make sure that we understand the basic concepts for us to be able to solve complex problems. So I've got a question here that is saying solve the following equation, and it's saying 27 to the power of 4x over 3 to the power of 4 equal to 9 to the power of x minus 1 in brackets. So when solving this problem now, as usual, it's very important for us to realize and to recognize what kind of an equation is this? What is it that we are supposed to do? So as you can see, this is an equation that is involving indices, right? It's an equation that is involving indices. So for us to be able to solve indices, we must make sure that we have got the same base, right? So the same base here that we can use, the lowest base that we have is 3, right? We've got 27, 9, and 3 as bases. So the lowest base that we have is 3, right? So it means that we can convert 27, right, to leave it in the lowest base, which is 3, and we can also convert 9 to leave it in the lowest base, that is also 3. So let's see how we go about doing this. So basically, we are given, right, we were given 27 the power of 4x over 3 to the power of 4 is equal to 9 to the power of x minus 1, right? So the first step that we need to do is that we need to make our equation linear, right? That's the first thing. So we can multiply both sides by 3 to the power of 4 by 3 to the power of 4. Remember, in equations, when you multiply both sides, you don't change the original equation. So if you cancel here, we're going to be left with 27 to the power of 4x is equal to 9 to the power of x minus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power of 4, which is this one that we have here. So converting it now to have a similar base so that we can solve it, right? We are going to get 27 is equivalent to 3 to the power of 3, which is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, right? So that's what we have here, right? Being raised to the power of 4x equal to 9 is equal to 3 to the power of 2. That's what we have here. Multiplied by 3 to the power of 4. So now that we've got a similar base, which is 3 here throughout our problem, we can now leave out the base, right? And deal with the power because the base is similar. So 3 multiplied by 4x is going to give us 12x, which is equal to 2x minus 1. Remember this, the left hand side here, we are applying the basic rule which says x the power of a multiplied by x the power of b is equal to x the power of a plus b, which is the basic rule of indices. So that is what we have done here. We're going to get 2x minus 2, if you multiply this, if you expand this one, plus 4. We've applied this law of indices that we have here. So ultimately, we're going to get 12x is equal to 2x plus 2. Then x ultimately is going to be 1 over 5. So that is our final answer on this equation. So on a rough paper, you can quickly try and prove to see that have you done the correct thing or not. So how do you go about doing that? Right. So for us to be able to verify our answer, we've got our original equation here, right? That was written 27 to the power of 4x over 3 to the power of 4 equal to 9 to the power of x minus 1. So this is our original equation that is here, right? So for us now to be able to prove either 1 over 5, x equal to 1 over 5 is indeed the correct answer, we have got the simplified form, right? Remember that we ended up with 3 to the power of 12x equal to 3 to the power of 2x plus 2, right? So we can just substitute, right, x equal to 1 over 5. So if you put x equal to 1 over 5, like what we've done here, right, we are ultimately going to get 12 multiplied by 1 over 5 is going to be 12 over 5, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 1 over 5 is 2 over 5 plus 2. So it's 2 over 5 plus 2. So our common denominator is 5. We're going to get 2 here plus 10, which is equal to 12 over 5. So 12 over 5 here is equal to 12 over 5 here, and our base is similar. Therefore, it means that x is indeed equal to 1 over 5. So you can try to do this, right, to try and prove on a rough paper to make sure that you've understood, make sure that you've done the correct thing, right? So that's basically the revision for equations. Thank you so much.